Guys, we got Tim Colvin's player profile up there. As you can see, he's 37 years old, lives here in Virginia Beach. His home pool room is right here in Q Master Billiards. Doesn't currently have any sponsors, and he's playing with Capone Custom Q, the low deflection shaft, a Predator BK3 brake cue, and a Predator jump cue. His favorite all-time play. Yeah, that's funny. I never thought that until you said that.
He finished 9 through 12 in the Open one year.
I mean, that's what he listed.
Oh yeah.
I'd send him said video career highlights. I'll put that down. I'll add that. What was I doing? Oh.
In his top career moments, we don't have it listed, but he did finish 9th through 12th in the U.S. Open one year. Do you know what year?
No.
No, I don't either.
It's probably like 2003, 2004, 2000, somewhere in there. I remember him playing really good back then.
And his advice on pool is good fundamentals are critical to playing consistent and improving your game no matter what skill level you are. I think every pool player in this room would agree with that. One ball cruising in the corner pocket. It's going to have a shot at the 2, not... Has a clear sight on the ball, but not the best shot that he wanted. See what he decides to do from here. I mean, he's got a lot of balls over there to hide behind him. Looks like that's what he's queuing up to do. Spin the cue all over there behind all that traffic. Yep, and that's exactly what he elected to do. I don't think he got behind the 3-ball though. Jed, yes, Facebook does have time restrictions. You're supposed to be able to run a non-restricted video, but it's already crashed on us twice, so we're just playing it safe from here on out. Oh, this is a great shot there. You can clip this 2-ball.
Post them on my page and then 2 billiard pages.
Perfect.
I can post on about 10 more, really. I got a free win.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They called my bench and he's not here. Just put him on the club. First game. Tim won the first game?
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, I was fooling with the player card.
Just put their faces there. Bam. Bam.
I like the player icon thing. I just forget to change it so much that
I
it...
know.
Because there's so many other moving parts.
Put a little face there, like in a little square box or something. That way you just know.
Or description. That way it could say like
Red shirt.
underneath it. Yeah, that'd be easy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You put wearing green shoes.
Yeah. Green shoes and red shirt.
I know. Let me see who we got next on the team table so I get the profiles done too.
Yo, Jed Ritchie says hello from Ireland. Yo, what is going on, brother man? Welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, we just have to take a moment to appreciate some of Shaun Wilkie's swag because he has got them shoes and that glove that matches. He is on point. Wondering if he's gonna try to. I mean, he's obviously lining up to make the 7 in the side, but I'm curious if he's gonna try to send the cue ball 3 rails in between the 9 and the 8, or if he's gonna.
Should be. This might be the last TV match.
Okay.
Might be. Don't say that now.
No,
Because we don't know for sure.
That's fine. Just they can hear you talk.
I know. I'm watching it move.
Thank you for the shout outs. 2:30 a.m. Watching from bed. Yo, Jed, that's what's up. Yo, we got Jed Ritchie from Ireland tuning in. How sick is that? Tom McDaniel wishes he was up here slammed with work. Oh, man. Well, even though you can't be here, you can be here with the broadcast. Glad you're able to tune in, my friend. And there it is. Tim getting that second point on the board. I really think that Shaun missed that 7 in the side because he was trying to do something a little special with that cue ball, which is what we were in the process of talking about, was wondering what he was going to do with that. And I'm pretty sure he queued up with bottom left on that shot, which was pretty tough to make that tight of a cut because he queued up pretty extreme. Jed Ritchie says, "Great stream, guys." Yo, thank you for that, man. That means a lot. Tom McDaniel, appreciate y'all. 2-0 Tim's favor score.
No, it's on.
So, looks like he's got enough space to make the 1 here and the 2. It's just a matter of how much room does he really have to get down to the 3, because I think he's going to be forced to. He's definitely going to have to follow that 2 ball in, which is what he's looking at. See if he can't go 2 rails or 3 rails once he makes the 2 ball. With top English here. It's going to be a fun little back and forth. 1 in the bottom, 2 in the top, 3 in the bottom. hot. I like the way he said that, trying to get cute with the cue ball. I like that. Don't get cute with it, just make it do its job.
Josh, what's your email again? Say it out loud.
Josh Sutterfield. That live.
IELD
Yeah, field.
at live.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Yep,
.com.
yep. Dalcy.
Alright, I just emailed you that.
Oh, sweet.
You ready? It's not. Yeah. Oh my gosh, shut it. You want me to? I should have taken a picture and put it and had a blue space to the right. Like put the payout right beside that crap.
That's what I was just gonna type it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Where in the fuck did I say?
We're up to 50 viewers. 51. Then 50 again. Alright, Shaun Wilkie is on the board.
like that. Like, whoa.
You can't just hit enter and keep stacking them?
Not in this program, no. Wait, I might be able to. I don't remember if they go side by side. Oh, it does. Good call. I was about to make that really hard. Do it?
Get down, lights out Billiard apparel over here.
Where?
Shaun Wilkie sponsor Shaun Wilkie.
Oh, what? You can't just... Can't do a glow?
That's pretty cool though. Just darken right behind it.
Yeah, it'd be a square, though.
Whatever.
I don't know. I can do it like that. It's at least readable.
Yeah.
I'll hit that up in a second. Is it still too warm? Alright guys, we were working on getting some stuff queued up. Jed Ritchie, funny that you should ask. That's literally what I was working on. Looks like this next shot's going to take a second, so we can go ahead and fade in with this. So first place is going to get the plaque, and then there's also the prize payouts for everything that we have going on.
Just asking him not to be on his phone while we're playing a match. I can go ask Raymond if it's against the rules. You want me to go ask? Yeah. Just make sure.
Looks like there's just a little bit of a disagreement. So they're going to verify with the tournament director just to make sure that all the rules in the tournament are being followed. But you can see the prize payouts. We got first place $1,700, second place $1,200, third $800, fourth $700, and so on. Paying all the way out to 12th place, pretty good. So $4,300 purse for this event. Not too shabby. You know, this is going to be an annual event, and there's already talks of more money being added for next year's event. So it's from the sound of things is going to be a minimum of $5,000 going forward, which is going to be awesome. I mean, there's some amazing talent here today, and it's definitely going to make for more next year. Which way?
A little bit to your right. Why don't you grab that headset, pop it on.
What's up, my man?
What's up, buddy?
We'll be talking into this. And you're talking into this.
Yep, so you should be able to hear anything you say come through that.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, everybody. It's Jake Lawson, president at Lights Out Billiards Apparel, sponsor Shaun Wilkie, and you guys are watching us here at the first annual Berhman Memorial Tournament here at Q Masters in Virginia Beach. And Shaun tries to play safety here, and he doesn't catch a rail, so he's going to give Tim the ball in hand. A little bit of a costly mistake here at this level.
This cable comes out real easy. Trying to stand over there and come there.
So Tim's still got some issues here with the 3 and the 5 ball a little bit tied up.
So Jake, how when did you start Lights Out Billiard Apparel?
Well, we started Lights Out Billiards Apparel. We've been going strong now for about a year. I'd say it's probably been 13, 14 months the idea was created, and we set things in motion. We picked up a couple pro players. We sponsor a couple players, and the rest has kind of been history. It's been overwhelming, the support that we've had here, over the last 12 months.
Yeah, I noticed there's not just the pros here, but there are a good handful, maybe 5, 6 players that actually have the Lights Out jerseys on.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, if you come down here for any of the Action Pool Tour events, I mean, you might see, 25, 30 players, wearing our gear. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, we absolutely love the support. There's a couple people in the stands that are wearing our gear. It's absolutely amazing. So this is a bad safety here by Tim. He had Shaun on 1. He was trying to put him on 2, but yeah, just scoots back out here and gives him a clear shot. Shaun breaks it up. Those are good.
Breakout.
So when you talk in there, I can't hear you in here.
Nah, you only hear yourself.
Okay.
I normally will take like one earmuff off. That way I can hear.
That's a tough miss there by Shaun. He may have got a little bit lucky here on the leave. It's a little hard from this angle. He may have left him. A window. So Tim still got a little bit of work here. So even if he can see the 4 ball, he's got the 5 ball up at the other end of the table. 6 balls back down here. So he's going to have to just do a little bit of work. So it looks like he left him a window. Maybe not enough, so he misses the 4 ball. Shaun doesn't have a clear shot here, but at least he can see the ball.
where can people find your apparel at?
Well, right now, people can find our apparel if they go on our Facebook page. I am currently personally myself working on the website, so the website should be done in probably just a few short weeks, where you'll be able to find all the stuff that we have in stock. Right now, we're doing next week we'll be doing a live sale direct from my Facebook page. So a lot of people are friends with me personally. I accept all friend requests. So you can go directly on our page. You'll be able to see everything that we have in stock for sale. It'll be something really cool that we're doing. And of course, a couple different events that we go to. We'll have our apparel there as well. Usually Diamond Billiards. Anytime I'm here at Q Masters, I'll have the gear here. So, just send me a request, shoot me a PM, personal message, and I'll be more than happy to share with you what we have and get you guys rocking our gear.
Sounds awesome. And your Facebook, is that just Lights Out Billiards Apparel?
Yeah, it's LO Billiards Apparel. We don't want to put the lights out right in your face, so it's LO Billiards Apparel. And you can find me on Facebook at Jake Lawson. You can go to Shaun Wilkie. I'm friends with him.
There you go, guys. Now you know how to find it online. I'm seeing his gear on everybody here, and it looks phenomenal. So you definitely have to check that out. There's a bunch of people typing in chat Team Low.
Yeah.
So it makes sense now with the LO.
Exactly. So we have a hashtag. So if you guys are tech savvy, you can go on Facebook, and if you just type in hashtag Team LO, you'll see all kinds of pictures, all kinds of comments. The hashtag really took off. It was just something kind of funny I created a little while ago, and it is everybody's using it, and so we appreciate the support. Everybody who has bought our gear is a part of the team, so that's our philosophy, and we run it more like a family. And so thanks for everybody who's out there. If you are watching the stream, please share it on your Facebook page. All right, so we can get more people viewing this. We are getting deep into the bottom of the brackets here. We're still on the A side with Shaun Wilkie and Tim, and Tim is up 2-1.
Somebody wants to know if you have anything red and black.
We do. I mean, I have some stuff in stock that's red and black, and of course, the good thing about us is we can do anything custom. So if you just send me a message and you say you want a red and black hoodie or red and black polo, we certainly can do that, and we can customize it as well. And we have red and black hats as well.
Yeah, Pete, that's just because I was playing around with the noise gate. I was trying to get it so that you're not hearing the voices bleed over into both microphones, but right now with us being as close as we are together, until we get different headsets, we're just going to have to deal with slight echo here and there.
And Pete, I'm also silky smooth on the microphone, so that's part of the reason why it sounds so good. Pete Toll, thanks for tuning in, buddy. He's a member of Team Lights Out, and he supports and wears our gear. Pete, share this stream on your page, please, so we can get all your friends and family to check out this match right now between Shaun and Tim. So this is a cool thing. They did player profiles. Michael McNaughton, is that the correct pronunciation? Did player profiles on everybody. So Shaun Wilkie, obviously everybody knows his name is Get Some, and he's from Maryland, Havre de Grace. Maryland's my hometown as well. And our homeroom together is Brewers and Q's. He's sponsored by Lacassi Hybrid, Rayman's Pro Shop, of course Lights Out Billiards Apparel, Black Heart Tips, and Players Pure XQs. And we were talking about this the other night, and some of his top career moments, when he was very young and he won the 2006 Carolina Open. He's very proud of that. And, of course, as you guys already know, he's been accepted to go play and represent the United States in the 2017 World Games in Poland, along with Brandon Schuff, who's also here with us today, and Monica Webb and Jennifer Beretta. So that's a huge honor. Thanks for the share, Pete. We got Tony Manning. Tony Manning is live here on the stream. Tony, thanks for commenting. Tony owns Brews and Q's, Shaun's home room there in Maryland. So thanks for watching and supporting the stream.
This is Shaun's opponent, Tim Colvin, 37 years. I've noticed most of the players in this tournament are in their mid-30s, early 40s, and it just goes to show you pool is a lifetime sport, and you can play this sport at a very high level. I mean, Efren's still playing at a very high level, and he's got to be creeping up on 70. So.
It's funny because if you take a look at his favorite player is Mike Siegel. So it's he a little bit different player for him. I think everybody I talk to always says Efren Reyes. To me he's the greatest of all times, and Mike was certainly a killer in his time. So
Captain Hook.
Right.
He's actually Mike Siegel was my favorite player before Efren became my favorite player.
Oh, there you go.
Mr. Colvin is at the table with a tough leave.
Just missed that, Mike.
By the hair of his chin.
So he's going to let Shaun come back to the table. All the balls are out in the open. Nothing's touching. Gotta be careful. There's a 9-ball there. Puts a little reverse spin on it, pops it back up the rail for the 7. Good shot, good cut shot to come around for the 8. He's got himself a little steep here again with the angle. Wants to make sure that he does not bring this side pocket into play.
Money, baby.
Great shot. Comes right above the side pocket. Gets perfect position on the 9-ball. And we're all even here, folks. 2-2.
So how often do you get to go to events with Shaun, or?
Shaun and I have been going to events now, for probably the last, I'd say 8 months. And anytime when you start sponsoring players, you never know how it's going to turn out. And, because, of course I always knew of Shaun But we didn't really talk that much, and Shaun and I have become very, very close. Sometimes when we go out to some of these different events, we'll stay at hotels together. We try to do some different things for Shaun because he is our hometown guy, as they say. So usually the local events, Action Pool Tour, I play on. So Shaun and I travel when we're on that tour. And any tournament that's down here at Q Masters, if I can get away, usually, we're down here together. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Most people know Shaun is a heck of a nice guy. And, he's a pleasure to be around. And, obviously he plays at a very high level, so it's always good to watch him play.
Yeah, it seems like a good time. Johnny Bloom says hometown pro.
There you go, Johnny. Johnny, thanks for tuning in. Johnny also shoots out of Pros and Qs, so we got everybody tuned in tonight. Just misses the billiard here. And probably the worst thing that can happen here, because he misses it, but he leaves the 9 ball directly in the pocket. And sometimes these shots can be a little bit of a tester, right? It's long, it's straight, it takes a lot of concentration. So Tim's going to look at it a few times here before he gives it a go. Better be careful here. That's exactly what he didn't want to happen. He leaves Shaun with a shot on the 2, the 9 ball hanging. Shaun's going to make short work of this rack. And he's going to go up 3-2. Alternating break format here, so Tim will be back at the table. So I got to say, this setup is by far very, very cool for me. I've commentated on a couple streams and seen it. How long have you guys been doing this?
This is actually only the 3rd or 4th stream that I've run with Mike, but I actually run a company called Tilt Esports, which is a competitive gaming organization. We host tournaments and also broadcast all of our own stuff. So all the experience and things that I've learned about, doing those things that I do for my own company transitioned into this perfectly. So
yeah, this is great. These guys have a great setup here. We have a perfect look here at the table with the camera. We got all the little trinkets here in the booth. We even got the streaming scores up top. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, we can only go up from here too, because we just scrapped some stuff together, and I was like, I got a bunch of equipment at the house. Let's try it. And it happened. It was actually pretty funny. Derek Oliver says, "What's up, Jake?" I think he's talking to somebody else in the chat.
Derek, what's going on? Derek Oler, what's happening?
You know everybody.
I know. It's, I got a lot more famous after the State Farm commercial came out, and now I just have to introduce myself as Jake from State Farm. Oh, breaks and he scratches.
9 ball hanging in the pocket again. Same pocket.
This is probably worst case scenario here for Tim. Gets up early. Couple costly mistakes, and scratches here. Nice wide open table for Shaun Wilkie. Derek, I have your shirt, by the way. I will be bringing that to you when I see you. So thanks for your support. just like that, folks. We got 2 games gone very quickly. Shaun's going to go 4-2, and then he's going to be back at the table breaking. We have a race to 9. Alternate breaking format here. 1 ball, of course, on the spot.
Julia says, "Hi, Rose."
That's my wife. How you doing, Julia? Julia's been at home watching the stream and doing our laundry, so thank you for that. I look forward to when I get back home to you on Tuesday. You know, everybody talks about Shane Van Boning's break, but just watch how Shaun pops the cue ball off here. He's got one of the biggest breaks in the game. Just absolutely destroys the rack.
And it just squats.
Yeah. Big break, doesn't make anything, so Tim's going to come back to the table. He's going to have a shot on the 1 ball. Two balls up the other side of the table, but he should be able to just bring this back. He had a little bit of angle, so he would like to come straight back and be on the other side of this 2 ball, because it doesn't look like 2 ball goes into this the other side of the pocket where the 6 and the 8 are. So he's gonna have to figure out what he wants to do here. He elects to play his safety. And he puts Shaun right behind the 6 and the 8. However, you know, Shaun is only looking at probably a half a ball here. If he wants to elect to go to the air, Shaun is very good at kick shots. So he's going to check all the angles out here first. So the little thing about Shaun is he measures backwards on the shot. So he's looking at the point where he needs to be at, coming off the rail, and he'll measure it backwards to see where he's got to hit this at. So to me, it looks like he's trying to go 2 rails here, which is very tough. Because if he hits the second rail, it's definitely going to kill the cue ball a little bit. So let's see what he does. Yeah, so he goes 2 rails. After it hits that second rail, all the English pretty much dies off of it. He came off the rail flat, and he just missed the 2. So here we are in another situation. Tim's got the 2-3, and he's got a 4-9 combo, really, if he wants it. Plays a nice smooth shot. Just trying to get up above the 3 to make it easy to shoot it in the side pocket. Pookie's joining us. Thanks, Pook, for joining us on the stream. Big supporter and a good friend of mine. We won't even try to pronounce your full name. Man, it just rolled on him. So now he's still got a combo here, but he made it a little bit tougher on himself because he's on the wrong side of the 4. So he's gonna have to back cut this into the 9. And of course, he doesn't want to leave it hanging in the pocket.
So you know Shaun pretty well. You might be able to give us some insight on this. In the beginning part of this match, it seemed like he was pretty upset that Tim was on his phone. Is that a common thing you see with players? It's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, so, you're right. I do know him pretty well. Shaun has a very high integrity, and he holds this sport at the very highest level. And so when he's playing in tournaments, he wants things to be done the right way. And so, he prefers, when the players are not shooting, that they're sitting in their chair. They're not standing up. They're not on their phone, And, if he sees it, sometimes he'll let it go. Sometimes it'll bother him. Obviously, we're a little further here in the tournament. So he was, well within the rules to say, hey, you're not supposed to be on your phone. They brought somebody in and, they rectified the situation.
No, and I like that. I mean, it makes sense with what you're talking about. Just bringing that level of professionalism to the game. I mean, if players are wanting to see the sport excel and see more money come into it, more opportunity, I mean, I think we have to treat it that way right now.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. We talk about, pool for years. I mean, when I was a kid, I'm almost 40.
Did Tim get that 9 ball?
Shaun did. So Shaun goes up 5-2. Tim left the 9 ball hanging, and he left a billiard shot for Shaun. Just kissed right off the 4, right into the 9. And Shaun was fortunate enough not to scratch in the other corner pocket. But when we were kids, we're watching pool. We could see it on ESPN, and it was readily available. And we're trying. Everybody is trying to get it back to a level, where it should be with other professional sports. And so it is important, that we follow the rules, we follow the guidelines, and we act as professionals, right? Because that's what these guys are.
Almost done, so I'll be up soon.
Good combo there by Tim. And he's got a nice little roadmap here to get this rack cleaned up. He's got the 2 ball on the side. If he can get a good, favorable leave on the 3, you get the 3, 4 back up in the corner, 5, 6, and 8. That's perfect. See if Tim can put a good run together to bring himself within 2. Not exactly where he wanted to be at. He'd like to have been a little bit straighter on the 4 ball. And these tables are playing very fast today. The weather just dropped down probably about 10 or 15 degrees outside. So earlier in here, they were playing a little bit slower. It was a little bit more humid. And now the temperature's dropped down. It's just rolling a little bit faster. So he recovers pretty well on the 4-ball. Yeah, so he's got a tough angle at this, so he's gonna pop back up.
Sometimes you gotta do that. Little thought might have crept in his head while missing.
You know, because it's a tough shot, right? I mean, he could go one rail and come back over, or he could just slow roll this down, just like he did, which is very good. Gives him another angle here on the 6. Come back over for the 8. He just wants to make sure that he doesn't get straight on this 8-ball. That's a good leave, yeah. Perfect shot there. Got himself a little bit of an angle. Just gonna put a little draw shot on it. Use the rail. Bring the cue ball back up. And perfect. Oh no. Leaves it hanging in the pocket. Tim needed that rack to bring himself within 2. And he let Shaun Wilkie back at the table. Just like that, 6-2, Shaun Wilkie. We have a term for that. We call that the horse. Tim did all the work in that rack. And then Shaun got the payoff. So if you're just tuning in, we're here at Q Masters in Virginia Beach. This is the Spring Open, the first annual Barry Berhman Memorial Tournament. We're here with Shaun Wilkie versus Tim Colvin. Tim is a previous winner of this event back in 2003. When Barry was still alive, holding the events.
You got any fun stories about Barry? Any fun experiences you have with him?
I personally don't have any fun experiences. I mean, everybody knows he was just a heck of a guy. You know, he was just one of those jovial people. You know, he loved the game, he loved the sport, and you know, he pretty much would do anything for anybody. So his family, obviously, Brady is carrying on a lot of the traditions, and you know, hosting more of these events. And I think it's absolutely great. And I love coming here because, you know, when you come into this building, it is pure nostalgic. I mean, everybody that was anybody, there's pictures on the wall, there's signatures. I mean, just so much history here in this pool room. It really is amazing.
Pete says we should call Shaun the Hammer with his breaks.
Pete, that's my nickname. Anybody knows Shaun, he will not change his nickname for anything. He is Get Some. It's branded on his arm. on his on the backstroke. You can see it as it rolls down his arm, and that is specifically for the players that are in the chair watching him shoot. So Shaun had to come around here 3 rails, and he got a little long on this ball, but I mean he makes a great shot, excellent shot to get position on the 6. So we're going to be stopped. I just rolled it up. Oh, he's fine. Stop, stop, stop. Shaun increases his lead. It's up 7-2. So Tim really needs to settle in. You know, when you're talking about two players of this caliber, you know, we're looking at it 7-2 is not a huge swing. He can bear down, he can get this rack, and he can get himself back in the game. He's got to forget about that 9 ball he missed. There good. The cue ball slides again on him. Get a little bit of spin on it. Oh, 8 ball just pops right in the way. So you know we have some big news coming up too. So we actually just signed another pro player to our team. I made an announcement a couple days ago, and I'm still not going to share it. But I know some of the guys on here have been taking guesses for the last 2 days of who they think that it is, and I will let everybody know. Probably Tuesday when I get back. We'll get on the stream or on the live stream, and we'll let everybody know. So you have to wait just a little bit longer. So Tim plays a push here. So sometimes it's tough, right? If you don't have a great shot and you have to leave a push, sometimes you try to leave them long and leave them on the rail, and that's what Tim did here. But Shaun can see the ball. And he's going to give it back to him.
He wants to know, are they a local player? The person.
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you if he's a local player. A lot of people are trying to guess if he's local, if it's he or she. So I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I can promise you this: it is a huge signing, and we're very, very happy to have this person on Team Lights Out, and it's just vindication of everything that we're doing. We try to do the right things. We try to take care of our customers, and everybody that we support that supports us. And so we're trying to do bigger and better things as we move along here. You know, and that's really the I mean, if you're looking at it from the stream, you say, well, he could have made it in the corner pocket. These diamond pockets are very tight. And so he really was playing a two-way shot there. Cross bank to 2 back in the corner pocket. He's got lots of balls up table. It just creeped out on him a little bit. And again, these tables are moving very fast. So you see Shaun, he's not happy with the leave that he has here. He's already looking at this, because if he cuts his 3-ball in the side pocket here, he's probably going to be looking at to go 1-2 rails and try to drop it back down in here between the 4 and the 7.
A pretty gnarly leak coming through that earlier. It was right at the top of the door frame.
So there he goes, 1 rail, 2 rails. See if he gets there. It's moving fast.
Pass it. There.
Perfect, right in between the 4 and the 7. Good shot by Shaun. It's good. He gave himself a little bit of an angle here on the 7. Just gonna put a little draw on this. Just drop it down to the rail. Oh, he came above it. So he's gonna try to yank this 8-ball back. This cue ball right off the rail. Perfect shot. Wow. It was a nice run out. That 3-ball in the side pocket was the shot. Just came up perfect to get position on the 4. Nice run by Shaun Wilkie. Goes up 8-2. And Shaun's going to be on the hill, breaking.
Yeah, Pete just made the comment that Shaun's playing pretty loose and relaxed now, and I definitely agree that we're seeing a different player in the past, 5 racks than we were the first, 3 or 4.
That's the good thing about a long race here. We got a race to 9, so he knows that he can get himself settled in. As we talked earlier, he was a little bit unsettled when he first started out, but now he's finding his gear. Another monstrous break.
Oh, I think he might just got enough of it.
Yeah, just 1 ball just scoots out a little bit.
Johnny Bloom says must be his shoes. LOL, the neon green. I say you can't forget the glove. I mean, he's got the full neon green swag going on today.
He just got the shoes too, so he is as some of the people may know, Michael McNaughton is a avid comic book fan, and he's actually doing some work for us. We've made ourselves all into comic book characters, and Michael is actually drawing us as characters. So Shaun's character is Green Lantern, thus the green glove and the neon green shoes. It was a good shot on the 1, but man, he did not want to be shooting over this 9-ball. The reason is because he's going to have to stretch here. Yeah, I mean that was the best he could do. He'd have liked to not been on the rail here for the 3-ball. But he knows he's just got to put a nice easy stroke on here. Sometimes you'll see Shaun take a couple practice strokes to the left or the right side of the ball, just to kind of get the feel before he gets settled in. And he scratches. He did, and it's like I said, it's tough. You're on these 9-foot tables. The pockets are tough. They're tight. They're even tighter when you're on the rail, and you're almost full table length away. I mean, you got to hit that ball perfect. So there's some life here for Tim. He's back at the table. Everything's out in the open. So let's see if he can put this rack together. And of course he'll be breaking next. So he really needs to close this rack out. That's a perfect shot. Keep the comments coming, guys. Oof. It's got a little bit of an angle here, but he's just gonna snap this cue ball back. He just wants to draw it back. If he gets past the side pocket, it's a bonus. Perfect shot. So he's just got to forget about the 9-ball that he missed earlier. Just put a good stroke on this, make sure it goes in. And there you go. Climbs back up to 3. Shaun still in the driver's seat, 8-3. Tim will be breaking. Johnny Bloom, Tony Manning is Thor. We have Stephanie Manning joining us. Thank you for joining us, Stephanie. Tony's wife, also owner of Brews and Q's. So that's lots of plugs for you guys. We're at Q Masters here in Virginia Beach talking about Brews and Q's.
Gary throwing a little bit of 100 viewer hype in the comments there. We did it. We broke 100.
That's awesome, guys. Keep sharing the stream. Make pool great again.
There's a new hashtag right there.
Yeah, right. I know.
Oh my God, that took
Wow.
forever.
Wow. Wow.
That was...
I honestly didn't think it was going to fall. I thought he was going to come up dry again. This is a very tough layout here. You need that one to get legs. So this shot here is going to present possibly some challenges because the 7 ball is, it's a little bit in the way. Even if he makes the 2, cue ball could run into the 7, which is gonna kill it here a little bit. So might have to just put a little draw on this. Yeah, so he knows it. He's taking a look at it. I mean, the 9 ball, even if he gets back on the other side, the 9 ball's there. There's lots of things that can go wrong here. And all these things are creeping in his head, so... Wow, that's an excellent shot. An excellent shot. Put a little draw on it. Totally took the 7 out of play. Came back off the rail, cleared the 9. But here you go. You're looking at a situation where he's going to be shooting over the 7 ball at this 3, which definitely increases the difficulty of this shot. And he certainly doesn't want to slow roll it, because if he misses it, he doesn't want to leave it in the pocket for Shaun. So let's see what Tim does here.
Yeah. So that's it.
Excellent shot. Oh. Excellent shot on the 3 ball. He took his time. He made it. He didn't really get rewarded here with making the 3 ball. It looks like he's got a little bit of room here that he could probably pocket this 4 ball up in the corner. But then, again, here we are. He's got to be able to get on the 6 ball. Otherwise, there's no point in even making this 4 ball.
Pete asked, does the 4 go by the 8? Yeah, in the upper left-hand corner, yeah, it definitely does. Philip Mitchell says, table 30 question mark? Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. And Richard Kist and 11 others, thank you all for sharing the video and participating in today's broadcast. You guys are making this event pretty special today. And my mic was off that whole time, good talk. Pete, yes, it sure does. The 4 ball definitely passes the 8. And Richard Kiss and the 11 others who shared the video, really appreciate you guys being a part of what we have going on today and being willing to, trust your friends with us. Thank you for sharing that on your timeline. This is a pretty fun shot to have to figure out.
Oh, wow, he tried to cut that 4 ball on the side so that he could get position on the 6 ball. Just going to let Shaun back here at the table. Wow, just a great shot by Shaun. Pockets the 4 ball on the side, comes around, gets great position on the 6. He's got to be feeling it now. He bumped a 9. He was actually trying, for everybody that was watching, he was just trying to come 2 rails behind that 9 ball so he could play the 9 in the other corner pocket. And he bumps it. So now he's giving himself a difficult shot here. Difficult 9 ball shot for the match. No, and he made it. Great job. So that was a fun and interesting match to watch. Shaun Wilkie wins 9-3. He's going to advance on the A side, still winning. And that's going to bump Tim. That's Tim's first loss, so it's going to bump him over to the B side. And I appreciate you guys having me in the booth and letting me commentate.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I thanks for stopping by, shedding some insight on the company that you have going on. I mean, all the gear I see everybody rocking looks amazing, and also sharing what you know about Shaun Wilkie. It's always fun to have somebody in the booth who knows a little bit about the players and can add a little extra to the match. It's always a good time. So.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing the stream. Everybody back home, I'll see you soon, and continue to check in through the weekend as we wind down here tomorrow, and